myself in the same position, loving the same person, and feeling that love so deeply. Maybe I need to forget it, just move on and be like everyone else. This isn't good for me.
Good evening, fellow Kmac Attackers. Welcome to the show. 9/8 Central here on a Sunday night, joined by the only loyal member of the show, Kyle, who is always here.
They don't hear that.
Who is? I hope they do. They need to hear. Who is here through everything? Because if you're not here, then we definitely wouldn't be on the show at all. But Ben is not home. Nick is home, but he has a really important meeting to attend to. I know he's very excited about, so he said so himself. So it's just us two for the night, but we got plenty of show for you.
I think Nick's coming in to clarify. I think Nick's coming in eventually.
Well, at this point,
K-Mac's Trouble in Paradise.
Trouble in Paradise. Well, it'd be nice to have everyone, because I've been having some topics ready to go for a while, and it would help to have some feedback from them. But we still got quite a
bit on them. I'm talking shit about them on the air.
We are live, and they can watch this back at any time they want. And but it's us two. So if you want to call in, we got some games for you. I got some ready to go. I'm excited to play. The first thing, though, is the last time we were on, I mentioned that band I was looking at to join, and I did some research into, who they are, and turns out they, support Trump, and I just need to clarify, because I feel like I came off poorly, that it's not just that, because there are people in my life that I know that did vote that way, and it's not just a political issue to me. And I said this, it's so much more in values that this guy had actively presented on social media. It's not just an assumption that I was making. And I won't go into the details, but it's just things that I saw that, I don't know if I want to associate with that. So I just need to clarify, because I feel like I came off like, oh, this guy doesn't agree with me. Well, he sucks. And anyone else that agree with him, they suck. Like, that's not the case. But there are just some things that, were posted that's like, I don't know, man. But I've been thinking about it more. I might give it a shot, just reach out, kind of see what happens. But also looking at other options too. Hopefully things start to open up. And if things seem to be going well here. I don't know how it is for you, Kyle. I was reading earlier that India is doing so badly, which is really concerning. Shit. Yeah, because India, whatever, they're so far away. But that's, so is China, and look what happened. So I don't know. I'm concerned that it's going to happen again. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with you.
Are you ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this.
Hit me with it.
I don't know what this is going to be, but I'm going to play it once my browser loads. Here we go. It's called Rock and Roll Trump.
Rock and Roll Trump?
Yeah.
Is this the new Led Zeppelin song?
Call on me, be my rock and roll queen. Call on me.
Okay, forget it.
Are you sure that's about
experiment?
Are you sure that's
Rock and Roll Trump on the thing? I don't know. That was a fail. I'll find something. I was like, what if there is a band out there that literally is writing rock and roll music about Donald Trump? There's got to be, right?
If they haven't, then I mean, we're missing out, man. Maybe we should do that.
Maybe you, Kmac, can get
That's-
together with these people.
That's the
and you
thing
can
that
be the
I'm
one
missing.
to pioneer this movement.
The first
rock and roll Trump.
Exactly. This whole time, I'm like, what could I do if I wanted to write music? Like, what would be new? I mean, everything. I just feel like everything has already been got. Oh, that's the thing. We were talking about Bitcoin. Nick
these
and
people?
Alec and I. No.
Oh, Bitcoin. Let's
Nick,
go.
yeah. And I just don't understand it. And it was just bothering me that, and I was trying to make the argument that it's not accessible to everybody. Like if you don't have a computer or the internet, like, sorry, you're out of luck. And I just don't,
Yeah.
I don't know. And Nick's like, well, it's just
Actually,
another, he would explain better,
I
but
don't know. I mean, same with the stock market, unless you're live in New York. If you don't have
Well,
a computer
no,
and you
but-
don't live in New York, it's hard to buy stocks unless you're getting like options or
well, you buy stocks.
yeah, on Robinhood.
Yeah. Well, you're not in New York. I mean,
That's what
that's
I was saying.
accessible.
But if I didn't have a computer, I wouldn't be able to buy them.
Well, I mean,
You can actually have Bitcoin without having a computer. That is actually a thing. You can have a paper Bitcoin wallet.
that's what Nick
it's-
said. And I was like,
you'd be a little limited as to what you can do with it, but you can still buy or send and receive money. It'd be hard to check your balance.
right. I don't know. It just seems so odd. And like, it is just another currency. I get it. But,
I think Bitcoin's fascinating. The thing is, well, I don't know if this is directly related to Bitcoin. Blockchain technology, they say blockchain is like the solution that is currently looking for a problem. Like they found a solution to something, but they don't know what the problem is.
interesting.
Yeah, it's like this whole concept that everything is all that like records are basically peer checked and like I don't know. It's a lot more than that, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I find Bitcoin fascinating. I think
That's
it's really
fair.
interesting. I always wanted to mine it, but it is such a huge investment to mine it, and you hardly make anything back.
Well, that's the other thing that they were talking about was mining. And Nick said like 99% of all Bitcoin has been mined already. And that just
It's
doesn't,
not that much, but it's
he said like 95 to 99 or something. Like,
no. We're not going to top out. All of Bitcoin will be mined by 2040. That's what.
whatever. I mean,
But-
I just don't get it. Like, where do I go to mine it? Where do I go?
Okay. Do you want to know? Do you want to run
I
down?
mean, just tell me
right
now. Where do I go? If I wanted to look up Bitcoin right now, if I wanted to,
Do you want to know how Bitcoin works? It sounds like you don't really know how it works.
I don't
You
have
want me
a.
to
I mean, I
explain
don't know. I would just tell me where do I mine it.
it? Well, I'm gonna have to explain how it works.
You
if
can't
wanna
just
know
tell
where
me
to mine
go to
it.
this website or
No, because that's not how it works.
oh.
So the way Bitcoin works, here we go, fellas and
For our
folks and
audience.
ladies and gentlemen. So the way Bitcoin works is when you send a transaction, and you send a Bitcoin or a portion of a Bitcoin to somebody, you send them money, that transaction has to be validated, right? So it's kind of like when on a credit card company, when you swipe your credit card, you don't just like automatically give them the money, right? Like that's got to go through the credit card company, and the company has to check and make sure you've got enough money in your account, you have enough, you're not like going over a balance, or if it's a debit card, same way, like you're not going into overdraft, whatever. Then they go back and tell the merchant, the person you're buying from, that that's a valid transaction. Yes, you can take $20 out of my bank account. Go ahead. Bitcoin is the exact same way. However, the whole mining process is like that validation process that I just explained. So you send a transaction, and the transaction takes a lot longer than a credit card to go through, essentially. It has to be mined by other computers and validated. And the way that you mine is you have to have a special computer for Bitcoin specifically. It's called an ASIC miner, Application Specific Integrated Circuit, ASIC. So it's like a kind of computer chip that is built specifically for this specific hash. And it's really what it is it's a really, really, really complex math problem that takes a lot of time, a lot of computer power to get through. And the more transactions that are made, the harder those get. So these computers have to be made more and more powerful. And literally all it is, I can pull up a picture of what a Bitcoin miner looks like, but all it is literally just like a chip and like some fans and stuff and like a network cable.
It just sounds like when people like create a bot on like Minecraft or something, and they're like, yeah, they're just like mining materials for me while I'm gone.
Sort of. I mean, not really, but it's a little different concept. Like you're actually doing. This is more really. I don't know. It's hard to explain. So like the CPU. The Intel processors that
Sure.
were marketed real hard.
Yeah.
Everybody knows, see Intel inside. So those chips, that's what I'm talking about. There's a specific chip designed like that.
Okay.
And it really just, all it is doing is like solving a super complex math problem. So this is what one looks like. Notice the price. Now this is an old one from like 6 years ago.
Uh-huh.
The newer ones are like $3,000. But that's all it is. It's like there's a computer in here. There's a big old heat sink.
And can I hook that up to my Mac right now and start mining?
No, you have to run some other software to connect it to like a mining pool. There's a whole bunch to it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it's really complex, and most of the time when you're mining alongside other people, so you're getting just bits and pieces of that transaction.
Mm-hmm.
And all it is validating the transaction to make sure it's legit. And then once that transaction's validated, it gets saved onto every computer that's also mining. So that's where the blockchain comes into effect, so that everybody's got a record. It's like basically if there were one big public transaction record of every credit card purchase in the world, and everybody had a copy, so you couldn't fake it. That's essentially what it is.
Okay.
So you can't duplicate. You can't like fake it out, or else you're gonna get rejected. So I don't know. It's a big old thing, and I find it really fascinating. The problem with it is how freaking volatile it is, and how much people. I like the technology is really cool, but people are using it kind of like how I forget what it's called. Nick would know when you like a bunch of people get together and it's like intentionally like inflate the price of a stock.
Mm-hmm.
They do that with Bitcoin. They're doing it right now. That's why Bitcoin's at like $60,000 right now.
Cool.
And that's why it kind of sucks, is because it isn't regulated. And people are able to manipulate this kind of stuff. But because it's a cryptocurrency, there's no like regulatory, like the whole thing is it's deregulated. So there's nobody to monitor that. But I don't know. I think it's cool. And I think I'm not investing any large amount of money into Bitcoin anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's interesting, but it's just like, it's so unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen.
Well, that's the thing, is like, we know how to get money. We know how to get cash, like get a job or whatever. But Bitcoin, it's like, well, you got to buy that processor. You showed you got to have a computer to do it.
Well, so the mining thing, you don't have to do that to get Bitcoin. You can just straight up trade dollars for Bitcoin.
Okay, yes,
But the price is going to fluctuate, so you could lose those dollars. And most people think of Bitcoin in terms of dollars. They don't think of like, oh, I've got 17 Bitcoin. They think like, oh, I've got $300,000 in Bitcoin.
Right.
Like,
well,
it hasn't taken off as a widely adopted currency.
Well, yeah, because Alec was saying that like he got 0.02 or like 0.002% of a Bitcoin, and that was worth like $50.
Yeah.
And to have one Bitcoin, that's like 60 grand. Which is crazy. I mean, and I don't understand.
It started off at like $50 for a Bitcoin.
Yeah,
when it first started.
I just don't understand the appeal to it. I mean, it's just like this random thing.
I don't know.
know.
That like Bitcoin are the same people that do stocks. And
oh, good. So like,
stock.
Yeah.
So,
no one.
I think it's cool. I've always wanted to mine it, but it's a lot of money to get into it.
Yeah.
And it costs so much. It costs a shit ton in electricity.
Mm-hmm.
It really jacks up your electric bill.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, okay, so anyways, like, yeah, we were talking about that, and then I was just thinking, like, yeah, that's just like the new thing. So maybe you're right. That Trump rock is Trump rock. That's the new genre.
Bringing it back. K-Mac's actually talking about Trump rock.
I'm trying to bring it full circle. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. But I might reach out. Who knows? Boy, I did see something else in the news I thought was pretty funny. Was just today, hundreds of people gathered in Nebraska in like this big field for a pool noodle brawl over the name Josh. And I was looking into this, and it's just like one of those stories that you're like,
over
this is
the name Josh.
Yeah, it's like this
whose
is
name is Josh.
basically
name's Josh.
yeah.
I'm Josh.
Exactly.
No, I'm Josh.
Exactly. Like the classic Dirty Dan SpongeBob.
Oh, I'm Dirty
scenario.
Dan.
Right. So hundreds of people flocked to this park on yesterday. And this one guy named Josh Swain sort of organized it, and it was basically just because he was bored. And he was from Arizona. He messaged others who shared his name, like his exact name, Josh Swain, on social media, and challenged them to a duel. Just like, hey, I'm Josh Swain. Like, you have my name. You're like, I'm the real one. Thank you.
Who you calling Pinhead? I want to be Dirty Dan.
What makes you think you can be Dirty Dan?
I'm
We're
Dirty
back.
Dan.
What?
Keep going.
I'd say I'm
Oh,
Dirty Dan.
hundreds of people showed up at a random place, and it started with a grueling, righteous battle of rock, paper, scissors from Josh Swain of Arizona, the guy that started it, and Josh Swain from Omaha, Nebraska. And there's a picture of them around like a bunch of people just about to play rock, paper, scissors. Oh, there's one part that said,
This with this going on in the background.
yeah.
Screaming will get you.
The Josh that started it won, and then anyone that basically you had to be named Josh. I don't know what they did to check that, but then it started with the pool noodle thing, and anyone with the name Josh could get started, and there's people just with like pool noodles everywhere. I don't know how they determine. Oh, this picture's I gotta share my screen. I didn't even notice this when I was looking at it. If you see in this picture, that guy has a drill that's has pool noodles attached right here. That's so funny.
That's amazing. Oh,
and yeah, it's just like all these people. Just I don't know how they determine like who wins or loses, but this was the picture of them with rock, paper, scissors. The guy on the left is the Josh Swain has that on his T-shirt.
Yeah.
And then there's this little kid. This video here that up at the very top, I think. Yeah. The main Josh declared Joshua Vincent Jr. the ultimate Josh, and he's only 4. And then like this little video of just like him talking about it, but here he is like holding him up. He's got a BK crown on.
Josh.
Yeah. It's just something so goofy, and it's just like one of those stories that's like, I mean, that's pretty awesome. Like people can just randomly get together and do this. But it's funny that I guess there's so many people with the name Josh Swain that thought that this would be a good idea. But apparently a ton of people showed up. And the really cool thing is that they donated probably around 300 pounds of food to the food bank of Lincoln and raised more than $8,000 for a children's hospital, which is pretty sweet. Because I doubt when he started this, that was his expectation.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, we got together and hit each other with pool noodles and like raised a bunch of money and stuff. So
that just reminds me of the remember when those ridiculous like memes about the bean were going around? Like all those events on Facebook. It was like part writing at the bean happening
in Chicago.
You know what I'm talking about?
The bean in Chicago?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my God, Kmac, you don't know what I'm talking about?
I know the bean. I don't know what that.
You haven't seen? That was like it was in like 2018. There were all these like Facebook events that people were just creating of ridiculous stuff to do at the bean, and it was like years in advance. Let me see if I can find one.
Really, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Oh my God, my computer's sucking. But
yeah, so I thought that was
hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds funny. Hopefully they started that back up.
I mean, it's not. It didn't actually happen. It was just a meme. But
Oh, I
Um,
see.
let's see if I can find one. Institute Full Communism at the Bean. There we go. It's June 12th at 1 p.m.
What was the title? What was that again?
Let me show you. Oh my god. My
What was the title?
computer is going so slow. It's Institute Full Communism at the Bean.
Oh.
Let's see. Boom. Right there. This is an event that I subscribed to in 2018, and it's now finally coming around.
Oh, really? They dated it like for 2021?
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to happen. Nobody's going to go to this. But, like, look at the picture.
That's awesome.
There's a couple other ones. Oh, I wonder if I can find them. Go back on my events. It's going to take forever. Yoga at the Bean. Yell, I have never in my life yelled at the Bean like this at the Bean. I don't know. So it was just a thing.
Yeah.
But for a little bit.
That's pretty cool. Hopefully, yeah, maybe one of them will come true and then people
Probably
band
not.
together and
Maybe. I don't know.
raise some sweet dough. Oh boy.
All right, let's get that opinion segment going, Kmac.
Well,
how do you feel? How do you feel about modern music, Kyle? Go.
Dude.
Just general, big. I'm giving you a big, wide open blanket to go for right here. Tell me how you feel.
Whenever I have a chance, I try to get on Apple Music and I get on Windows Media Player first. No, I get on Apple Music and I like try to find just like, the newest stuff that came out and just listen to, whatever. Like browse, mostly like the rock stuff because I want to hear what's happening in rock today, if that's even still a thing. Like there are bands that play it that have been around for a while. Like the Foo Fighters are still releasing stuff. The Smashing Pumpkins, like there are those 90s bands that are still going, but like new stuff. And I just have a hard time really getting like hooked into it and really noticing like, how is this any different? Now in like pop music and stuff, I just don't, I tried to listen to some of that and I just don't really get it. And I don't know, it just, maybe it's just my,
What is
whatever.
pop music?
Well, yeah, but I mean, the older music I listened to, like the Beatles, yeah, they were pop, but I feel like that music had a message. Like they really had to work and like they wanted to get a message across.
Help! I need somebody help.
But then it's like, oh, we wrote that song because we were, doing this thing and whatever. But I think now it's just like there isn't a story to a lot of like the big hits.
What
besides
if we do this? So we'll try and avoid copyright as much as we can. But do you want to do a critique?
Sure, yeah, we'll play like 7 seconds. So okay, I'm on browse.
No, I got one. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I'm
you
just
go
gonna
ahead.
play-
Surprise me.
Okay, here we go. This is one that I do know. But after this, we can do one that I don't know.
Great. Yawn.
That,
Dead air, man.
yeah, I know. It's actually low. We can't actually hear it. Okay.
All right. It's Billie Eilish. Okay, this like I feel like she's a big exception because I think one, she has an amazing voice. I think that she does, from what I've heard and what I've heard her talk about, she really does have a message that a lot of people obviously can relate to. But then like there's so many people now that sound exactly like her which I understand. Like that's just the way music goes. That's how art works, is like when something is created that people
Everybody imitates
relate to. Yeah, it's imitated until someone, you know, changes it in a different way. But at the same time, I just don't know if that's really even happening. And I don't know. I guess
Listen to more. See what you think about the music itself.
I like it. I mean, I wouldn't ever like choose to play it, but if I was it was somewhere where it was like at a party or something, I would enjoy it because she is singing. Okay, that's something that is hard to come by with a lot of music today, depending on who you're listening to.
Did you have fun?
All right, how long do we have? I'm feeling the
I got the timer on.
okay, I'm feeling the whatever they do to us.
The bots are coming in.
Yeah, they're swarming. Yeah.
We can hold on. Let me see if I can get to the chorus. I don't know. I really like the song. I think it's just like it reminds me of like the early 2000s like JT vibe. Do you remember that? Probably not.
No.
Just a Timberlake.
Oh.
Like
oh.
Sexy
Okay.
Back.
Yeah. Sure.
I'm sorry.
That's what she reminds me of.
I don't think I cried tonight.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I just think also like it's so reliant on that like beat.
This is fair
you know.
use, by the way, YouTube bots. We're doing less than 30 seconds, and we're doing a critique. All right,
Darn
it's in
right.
your terms of service, but I'm still gonna have to appeal all of these, I'm sure.
Look it up.
We want to do a different one. Let's do. Okay, so I don't know this song. I just literally Googled American Top 40, and this is at the top right now. So
Is it a driver's license?
yeah, it is.
Yep. See,
Have you
and
heard this?
yes.
I've never heard this. So
Oh,
let's
really?
do it. This is the music video.
I just
so-
got in my car because I got my driver's license.
Yeah, keep going with that while I get it going on Spotify.
Driving
keep going,
around,
Kmac, I'm waiting.
got a stop sign coming up. Learned that in driving school to put on the brake. See, we could be writing songs right now, man.
All right, let's go. Here we go. Brand new song to me. I might have heard this. I don't think I have. Here we go. Some car sounds.
This dude, I totally relate to that.
Got my driver's license last week, just like
You're probably gonna, if you go to the chorus, you might know that.
No, I want to start from the beginning.
Oh well, all right.
We're gonna have to
Watch it.
pause.
Finally
Pause and
drive
stop.
up to your house, but today I drove through the suburbs, crying 'cause you weren't.
Good old suburbs. Okay, I'm gonna let that run for a little bit. 27 seconds, bots. 27 seconds. You ain't got nothing on me. I got the timer. Fair use.
And so should you.
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of sounds very similar to Billie Eilish. I think the way she's singing.
Try to jump ahead to that chorus.
All right, let's see where we're
Could
at.
I ever love someone else?
Before you do that,
I know we weren't perfect,
Yeah, here it is.
but I've never felt this way for no one. And I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone.
like her voice is amazing.
Guess you
You know,
didn't mean what you wanted.
Yeah.
it is really powerful. I
Who's it like? But yeah, she is. I see what you're saying about imitating other people. I can't think of it. But she reminds me of someone real familiar.
I can't. Yeah, there's like,
but
whatever.
I can't think of it right now.
But the funny thing I was thinking about, I don't know. A lot of songs today, I feel like they just choose.
Sia. Sarah says Sia.
Oh, Sia.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Or like, what's her name? Alicia. Like,
Alicia Keys.
no. Well, maybe.
No,
I don't
not
know.
Alicia Keys.
But
Keys
there's
is a lot more
some
soulful.
like thing that they choose, and
Sarah's
then that's.
positive it's Sia.
No,
Sarah, why
yeah.
don't you call in and tell us?
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with her, but there's someone else I was thinking of too. But it's like they choose a thing and then it's like they write a song about it, which I don't know.
I don't know, dude. Isn't that all of music though? Like, I don't
No.
know. Yeah.
It's like, oh, I looking at a lamp, like, okay, this lamp, like, let me write something really emotional because we all use lamps. And it's like, we all get a driver's license. It's obviously, you know, a turning point in our lives. So I
I think
just
if we
feel
went
like,
a little more in depth on this, like what the actual lyrics are, because I don't actually know what the lyrics are.
well, no, it's just a love song. I think that like, oh, I got my driver's license. You know, I'm driving around. I'm at your house. Yeah,
Is that what
whatever.
it says? Is that what she's saying? Drive, go to your house, go to your house.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
hey, friend.
I mean, yeah, you're right. They choose one thing, but I just feel like it's almost too easy.
Oh,
Like,
I get with this. So I got my driver's license because we always talked about it, and I would drive up to your house, but now you're gone. So she's reminiscing and she's sad.
okay,
I don't know. I mean, it's a little different. I don't know.
yeah,
I
no,
mean,
it's fine, but I just feel like it's like, oh, okay, what's something I don't know, something that oh, I got like this song. I'm gonna write a song. It's called Apartment. Like, got my first apartment today.
you know who?
Like,
Hold on.
walk
Keep going.
to
Keep
the
going.
door, but
keep
you
going,
weren't
keep going.
there. Like, classic, you weren't there. Open the turn the key, but the lights were off, and now
This is great. Keep going.
nothing seems the same.
Nothing
You know,
really matters.
yeah, nothing really matters to me. Oh, that's okay. That sounds familiar. Anyway, the wind blows.
What's your point though?
That that didn't take anything for me to think about. It's just so vague, you know? I don't know. I mean, it's not like, I'm trying to think of a good example, but
I don't
it's,
know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with pop music in my mind. Like,
well, obviously
like
it's
it?
successful.
do I like it? No. Do I go out of my way to listen to it? Not really.
Girls
But
club,
like,
girls club, I said
I
girls
don't know.
club, girls club, I said girls
Uh,
club.
Like, this
girls
is
club, I
great.
said girls club, girls club, I said girls club, girls club, I said girls club.
Dude, if we could get Mark Rebiai on the
God,
show,
if you
dude.
guys know you're in.
Boys not allowed. Boys not allowed.
This is so great.
Boys not allowed. Boys not allowed.
You mentioned
Get the
just literally
fuck out, boys.
talking
Boys
about
not
nothing,
allowed.
So here you go.
Well, okay, I mean, he's just riffing. I mean, he
wanna
didn't.
be in it.
Wait.
I wanna be in that girls club. I wanna be in that girl club.
I
Gotta be in that girl club.
Sorry.
Yeah, someone let me on into the motherfucking girls club.
I mean, yeah, the fact that he.
wanna do my hair.
I've listened to some interviews with him, and he just like quit what he was doing to do this, and it's so cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, he gets hundreds of thousands of people like watching his stuff, and he's going on tour again. And I mean, it really takes so much talent to do this. Everything
Yeah.
going on right now, the multitasking.
I mean, I guess if your qualm with it is more like just the whole commercialization.
I think so. Which I
yeah.
mean, who am I to
I mean, I
say on
agree.
that? 'Cause-
Sure, you're not necessarily looking at talent. It's just like who has the talent that can make the record labels $1 million in the next year. You know.
Right, and it's who has it right now, because in a year, no one's gonna really listen to this song anymore. Like, they might have it on a like, oh, this song is a throwback. You know, it's like it was a year ago. You know, and they don't stand. And well, we've talked about this before. They don't stand the test of time. Like, they
Yeah,
aren't
I mean,
written.
most songs don't, though. You know.
No, dude. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm Led Zeppelin. I mean, everything that they are,
Dude, I bet you if you walk up to a rando on the street, like,
they would know. Get out of here.
okay, they would know "Stairway to Heaven." And
Oh well,
like,
I mean, if you're asking like if I
Kashmir,
played a
maybe.
song, but what
I
I'm
don't
saying
know,
is
I feel like a good amount of people don't actually know Led Zeppelin. Like, you know, I've met a lot of people that just don't listen to rock and roll. You know,
You're with the wrong
it
people.
seems like it's like, well, I mean, okay, sorry, I'm
kidding.
sorry, I've met other people. Okay, man, my bad. But like, everybody knows who Led Zeppelin is, sure, and they know that they have a big influence, but like, I don't know. I mean, some people are into like the pop divas. Some are into like EDM and
But
shit.
people
you know?
know the name, even if they couldn't maybe even name a song.
Yeah, and I know,
You know-
Skrillex. I don't listen
Eh.
to him. I could name one song by him. You don't? Are you
Okay.
telling me I don't know Skrillex?
Oh,
Right now,
no,
Kmac?
no. Yeah, I'm telling you, no, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm just saying, like, in 50 years, are we going to remember whatever that girl's name was that you played that song?
Olivia
Or
Rodrigo? Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's not really a party mix, so probably not. But it's not like something you'd throw on that party playlist.
Right. And I'm not and like, and there are songs, you know, back in the day that, or, you know, the one hit wonders, like no one probably, like most people probably couldn't name the people that wrote it or sang it if it was a one hit wonder. But, and maybe that's the case with stuff like this, but I just feel like it's just produced just for the moment and then it's gone.
But isn't that like all of life? Isn't that
No,
everything?
it's not.
I don't know. I mean, it kind of is.
Well, yeah, I mean, things come and go if that's what you're talking about, but like,
Yeah.
they don't stand the test. Like, some things are here to stay. Like,
Do you remember how big MySpace was?
not
was fucking
really.
huge.
I don't think I was on it. I think I made a page like for like a
But
day.
you know what it is, right?
Yes.
There you go.
Okay.
You don't know what it's about.
That's
but,
what I'm
you know.
saying. Like, things
I
will
don't know.
stick
I
around.
think I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but I'm also like, yeah, that's just how things are. You know.
Yeah, but I'm saying that there are things that are not that way. Like, there are things that will always just be a part of like our culture that have been made that will stand the test of time because they were made like really intentionally. And I don't know, there was just more at stake, I feel.
I honestly, K-Mac, I see what you're saying. I don't know that I believe that all of the Beatles songs were made intentionally.
Well, okay, no, I can't argue with that, but they I don't know, I feel like they had a bigger
I'm just gonna say this
message.
is the music that everybody should listen to.
I'm
What?
talking girls club. I'm talking girls club. Won't you let me in? Won't you let me in?
Oh, I just noticed
Won't you
Nick's
let me
burgundy
be a
sweater.
part of this thing, baby? I just wanna come inside the treehouse. I just wanna come inside your treehouse.
That is
You're not
that's a
allowed,
fact.
Gary.
I love these
Why?
dialogues that he has. With
Yeah, I
Just
love
wanna
yeah,
be there.
It's a girls'
the
club, Gary.
harmonizer thing.
What's the password?
Fidelio.
No! This is not Eyes Wide Shut, Gary. Okay? Jesus.
There aren't a bunch of people having sex in there.
No, well. It's none of your concern.
So there are a bunch of people having sex in there.
Gary, I need you to stop looking for answers.
Okay, that's enough of that. Oh my god, Mark Rabier, I fucking love that dude.
We could talk about that all day. Oh man, yeah. I try to tune into some of his streams when he's on. I just saw the other day he got his vaccination and wasn't feeling very well.
Yeah.
So thoughts and prayers to Mark.
Sanders, you're not working. Sorry.
Should you turn it
Sanders
on?
is currently trying to. Here, I'm gonna pin him right now. He's trying to talk. There he is.
There it is.
I don't know what's been happening. It's making me.
It does that like every time. I feel like.
It used to not do this. It's weird. Oh well, I had some great zingers. I was just like, "What is this crap? This is stupid. You guys are dumb." But like,
Yeah,
apparently you didn't hear any of that.
Classic Nick when we're freaking like, dude, I'm down. Like, where are you? And you're like,
What do
"Dude,
you?
my
How do
mic's
you
been off
feel
this
about the
whole time."
Beatles, Sanders?
How do I feel about
Rehashed everything we've just said.
No, Nick is a big fan. I mean,
I like the Beatles. Yeah.
but this is what we're talking about, and I want to get off of this here in a second. But what is like? We were listening to some pop music. Like, does music today stand the test of time, or will it just be a fad?
That's a hard question to answer because it's like what are we even talking about? Like, is it historical context? Like with like people like Kendrick Lamar like winning like a Pulitzer, or is it like the
No, it's
lyrics?
just a song.
What?
Just
No,
a song.
I'm saying it's not that simple anymore because there is so much that goes into it. Like, what about like Old Town Road? Was that going to stand the test of time? I don't know, but I mean, it might be historically. So and I think that's a bit harder with like groups like groups like the Beatles, because back in the Beatles, it really like nothing outside of the music really factored into that conversation. I feel. Like you had the British.
I think Kmac's argument was like the amount of like blood, sweat, and tears that people put into their music, and like kind of feels like that's not really the
And
case
I think
anymore.
that's still a factor today for sure. I don't think it's any easier, but it's also like
Well, I mean, like we talked the other day, it's like yeah, okay, the Beatles, it's like you can bring out like Yesterday and be like, you see, this is what music used to be like, but then you compare it to like Rock Lobster, and you're like, okay, which one stood the
Always
test
Rock
of time?
Lobster.
It's like okay, yeah, Rock Lobster we can quote because it's silly and stuff like that and whatnot, but like that's what I'm saying. It's like music in the past has gone through the filter many times. Music of today hasn't gone through any of that filter yet. So you're kind of you're comparing a little bit of apples to oranges because the music that survived, well, it survived. There's a ton of stuff that didn't. As compared to like it's like who knows if Old Town Road's going to be the thing that survives. Like I personally don't enjoy the song, but people, if Little Nas X like blows up to be like this politician, then it's going to be like this huge thing. So it's like the filter of time is the only thing that can answer it, and I don't think it really has to do with too much of what's going on right now.
I think a lot of what Kyle listens to is all the stuff that he listened to during his formative years.
Well,
That's why he loved it so
I mean,
much.
well, okay, I'll bring myself into that. Like, I listen to music that, like, only music that survived the test of time. I listen to a lot of old stuff, and Kyle listens to old, like, rock stuff. And it's like we are listening to the stuff that survived the filter. There's like we talk about like classical composers. It's like you look at the classical era, we name like 3 people because like everything that wasn't like important got filtered out, or wasn't spectacular got filtered out.
Right.
So I mean,
I
surviving
feel
the test of time is a hard question.
I feel like for me it was like Guns N' Roses is what I listened to a ton, like during middle school and early high school, and like I love "Sweet Child of Mine." Like I love that song. Going back listening to it now after like having a music degree, going through a whole music degree, and not really listening to that kind of music for a while, it sounds totally different, but I still enjoy it. I don't think I would buy into it like I used to.
Well, and I think like the focus of what we're doing, like what we focus on in music has changed, and so that's why we have different tastes at different times, because we focus on different things in the music. Like think about Troy from Community. I can't think of his name. He had that one song that like with that huge music video. I can't think about that. This Is America. Like if you listen to like the music itself, like the underlying tune of This Is America, it's not that awe-inspiring.
Are you talking Childish Gambino?
Childish Gambino, yeah,
okay.
yeah. So you listen to like the beat, the song of like that of This Is America. It's not that like won't stay on the test of time. Like it's pretty repetitive and it's not that interesting. But what will stand the test of time is more or less like the lyrics of it and the music video. Like music video was very in tune with the message, and then the lyrics itself it had a lot of things that reflect the time in a really good way where you can go back to it in the future. And compare that to Guns N' Roses' Sweet Child of Mine. The words don't matter. You're just paying attention to the song. And so like
I guess
our
my
focus
point
has
was
changed.
my point was I've gone back and I've listened. I have like every single Guns N' Roses album on CD, throwback, and some of that stuff is hot garbage, I have to say. And that's the stuff that got filtered out, like you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. It's got filtered out, and it is kind of odd listening to groups like the Beatles, where like you can listen to their entire discography other than Revolution 9 and some of that kind of stuff, but like but you know, that's part of the reasons why we put it is how well their entire discography survives the test of time. That's why they're oftentimes called the greatest band of all time.
Yeah.
I believe.
Okay, I'm gonna just play a couple songs, just little snippets, and I just want to see if you guys can tell me who it is.
I'm making you do the appeals tomorrow, Kmac. You're appealing all of these. Just saying.
It's gonna be like 5 seconds.
It doesn't matter. You got to appeal each 5 seconds that happens.
That's our gimmick. Let's just deal with it. This is
Go
the
for it.
Yeah, that's our gimmick
show.
is having to waste time. Okay,
and
here
our
we go.
patented dead air.
Okay, this is music that I like. Okay, and just I want to see if you can name who it is. Here we go.
For some reason, I'm just getting a Pink Floyd vibe.
Floyd?
I don't know why. The
What
singer
music do
doesn't
you
know.
listen to?
I don't
I don't
know.
know. I heard the horns.
Is it
horns.
Chicago?
Yeah.
Chicago.
Horns, I heard. I thought
Listen
either
to the
Chicago
voice.
or
None of these are
Springsteen.
gonna be.
I know
hits.
the voice really throws me off because I kind of know the voice, but I can't pinpoint it.
Okay.
The
You guys
vibe
are
of it, the vibe
Go-
is really
go-
Chicago.
Keep going.
gonna- Okay.
This is a critique.
here we
YouTube
go.
bots.
It's not. Is it Queen?
No.
I think it's Chicago.
It sounds
the
like Freddie
horns-
Mercury a bit.
A little bit.
Sort
It's
of.
not Freddie Mercury.
I
Okay,
can't. I
this
can't
is who it
pinpoint that
is.
for voice. Oh, it's Elton John. Okay, now I hear it. I
Yeah.
hear it.
See, so it's like, I get it. I mean, there are elements to those other bands, but I feel like the voice. I don't know. I mean, maybe just me. It's just like. it
Well,
really
Elton
just kinda
John's is a hard one to pinpoint because he's not a band. He had other people do.
That's-
Like Tim,
yeah.
is it Tim Rice that did a lot of that stuff? Writes the lyrics and everything.
Bernie Taupin wrote the lyrics.
Oh, I'm thinking of the guy who does Disney. For some reason, Lion King. That's why.
Interesting.
Yeah, Elton John's is a hard one because he doesn't necessarily have a sound of himself. He just has his songwriting, and then he puts it out and then performs it. So he's
Mhm.
kind of a chameleon in that sense, I imagine.
That's fair. Okay, here's another one. Here we go.
No idea. I got nothing.
High pitched like yell. I don't know the vocals.
It's
Yeah,
like
you
every
really
70s rock band. I
you
feel
kind of
like.
you really do for this kind of stuff have to focus on the vocals. Like, can you
Mm-hmm.
identify that voice? And I
Okay,
can't
here's
identify
another one that might be more in their theme. Here we go.
Rush.
I don't know who it is, but I know the song. Wait. Oh, shit. Fuck, I know this.
It has. Oh
Yeah,
shoot!
okay, play another one, K-Mac. Play
Ah,
another
I
one.
can hear it now. I can hear it now, but I can't.
Nick,
I
do you
can't-
have it?
No, I don't have. I.
Go. Do another one, K-Mac.
Police.
Oh,
It's the
fuck yeah,
Police.
you're right.
It's the police. I finally got that voice. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's entirely on the voice, not on anything of the sound.
But even like that reggae kind of beat.
Well, the reggae was a little bit saying,
Sure.
but it wasn't until it was the voice entirely for me. Once the
Okay.
reggae came in, I was just like,
I mean,
"This is
I feel like we were
Bob
both like closer, but we still had no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, we had an idea, but we were not there. Do one more,
Okay.
K-Mac. This is fun.
Marley." Yeah, I like it.
Right. Let me see if I can find the right one. Here we go.
Rush.
Yeah.
Rush.
You don't even need lyrics.
I know this one.
Well, Rush is a very sound-based
Oh, you
band.
do. Like you
Lot
know
of,
that
lot of ride
voice.
symbol from Neil Peart.
Best
I
drummer
know
of all
Rush
time.
more. I know Rush more by their sound, actually. Surprisingly, But they are
Mm.
very sound
Lot-
heavy, very more into the textures of the music.
Yeah,
and
he's
stuff.
hitting that ride, that bell on the
Yeah.
ride cymbal.
And
Alex
it's-
Lifeson's guitar tone, I feel like, is
And
pretty
I imagine
iconic.
Rush is more into their sound because of the economy of their usage. They have 3 people in their entire band, like yet they have to make a full sound out of it. So
Mhm.
I feel like they are an exception to this. Like while the voice is recognizable, I think you can actually pay attention to the sound because of the necessity of a unique sound they had to make.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And the fact that they could make those sounds with 3 people is why I think they're one of the best bands ever. I mean, I don't know. I just think the evidence is there. And even though
Hey,
like, they didn't
they're
have
in the
radio hits.
You're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well, okay.
It's done.
but-
It's done.
Out
Dude,
of how many are
there are
there
a
now?
ton of jazz trios, like whatever. I don't know.
What? What?
Like, I don't know. I think it's cool the crazy shit that Geddy Lee did on the keys.
Oh
and
yeah.
playing bass, but like also I don't know. I mean, you do it long enough. Doesn't
Well, I
become
mean,
that
you
hard.
had
It's like playing
the,
the organ. I don't know.
Who was the baby you can the Doors? I mean, there were 4
Yeah.
people, but they
Yeah.
didn't have a bassist.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, the key bass thing, that was super cool.
Yeah, dude.
On top of the Vox.
Raymond Zarek. F yeah.
Yeah. But,
All right,
I
here's
don't know, whatever.
here's another one.
Right?
What?
Van Halen.
Yeah. Nick, did you get that?
Yeah, I was gonna guess Van Halen. I was gonna guess
Why?
Van Halen actually,
Because
because it had a jump vine to me. I'm not lying.
That one's really upbeat.
it actually sounded closer to like Eruption for me. Or not
Yeah.
Eruption.
I know Jump.
Hot for
That's-
Teacher.
I know.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, see, I mean, you know the voice, maybe the guitar, even this, like,
Okay,
it's just
okay, we can play
there.
this 2 ways. All right, okay.
I'm
just
also a
play another
professional
one, Kmac. I'm gonna get set up here.
All right. Well, that's just what I'm trying to. The point I'm trying to make. Yeah, not everyone may not even know a Van Halen song, but I feel like they know the name because they have all these albums. They made a mark, and I feel like music today, it's just not really gonna have that same dent because they only have that one hit, and then they're gone.
Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded
Elvis.
the plane.
This is gonna be harder because everybody's done this song.
Is this from a musical?
Middle of the pouring rain.
You don't know this song?
I know this.
WC Handy.
I can't tell you
Down
what it is.
over me. Yeah.
Okay. that's the
Walking
one
in
I'm looking
Memphis is the name of the song.
up. Yeah.
But
Who
I
is it
don't
by
know.
though, Kmac?
I
Huh? Huh?
Heck if I know. Are you sharing? Can we? Oh, wait, I guess I can hear that. I'm still sharing my sound.
Oh, Cher, man. I love
Yeah,
Cher.
that's who it was. It was Cher.
Oh. See, I don't.
I hope the music doesn't sound as shitty
You
out
could
there
tell
as it
me,
does to
Cher.
us.
I know, like people know who that is, but again, you got to know a little further to. You're right. I mean, I guess you do have to at least listen to their
She
music.
did
to
walk.
get it.
She was the first one who did Walking in Memphis.
No, it was just the 5th on her Spotify, and it was like, oh, this is a song everybody does. This is not cover
Oh,
Lover or
okay.
Oldie Goldie
Yeah,
or
who
anything. Like this is just she covered Walking in
Gotcha.
Memphis. I felt like it would be harder with a song that literally everybody's done, every pop artist, to identify who was singing.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Cool.
I don't know. That's just the point I'm trying to make. But oh man, we could talk about that.
Well, I mean, this goes back to I remember in our music history class at graduate school. It's like, who's more important, Benjamin Britten or Elliot Carter? And it's like, well, I mean, Benjamin Britten had more popularity. People still play his music today. Elliot Carter, like, people will just be like, that sounds like hot garbage, but he inspired more of the composers. So it's just like, who's more important or anything, you know? Citizen Kane, speaking of the Oscars today, Citizen
Is that
Kane
tonight?
Yeah, it's tonight. And there's
Oh really?
Mank.
Wow.
It's like, well,
What time's it start?
Probably
already
started already.
Okay, cool.
I think it probably started.
Well,
at,
that's
like,
why we've
9.
only
Yeah.
got 3 viewers.
Yeah.
What even
We got
movies
5.
are out? I mean,
there's yeah, I haven't seen any. There's Judas and the Black Messiah, Promising Young Woman, Mank, The Father. These are the best picture nominees. Minari is another one. Those are the only ones I can think about right now.
it's just so odd. It's just like-
Nomadland. Well, yeah, there's no movies that came out this
yeah,
year.
it seems so
which is
weird.
which is kind of great because there's like all the movies that are like up for awards are just like middle of the road, like in terms of budget movies, which like think about the last time we had that. I mean,
Mhm.
like last year, I don't know, like maybe Parasite was like the most middle of the road. So it's
Right.
it's kind of refreshing to see. Also, Parasite's
Mhm.
pretty great if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I've heard mixed things.
Or Citizen Kane. Mixed things about Parasite.
Mixed things.
Yeah,
I
mixed
mean,
things.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's people were losing their shit over it.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean,
Like
There
it
was
was
some
good for good reasons.
I thought it was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was definitely my favorite movie out of that like
I'm gonna add that
category.
to my Plex actually. I have not
Nice.
seen it yet.
I would recommend
Okay.
it.
I guess, man, we got so much more to get to.
You know what
but
we
I
got?
want everyone here. Before we wrap it up, I do want to play some quick cash. Thank you, Kyle.
It's Oscars things.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I don't know if the audio sounds like shit to you guys.
That's okay.
So
It
Thank
sounds
you,
pretty
Sarah,
bad.
for watching. Shout out to Sarah and my Aunt Shirley. She's the best.
The saddest thing.
We got 2 people.
we got 5 people.
Loyal viewers. Oh, really? Do we have any
We're down to
comments?
4. Shit, we're down to 4.
We got to keep the show rolling, man. Do we have
That's
any
how you
comments?
lose an audience right here. 101, how to lose an audience.
Talk about the audience very specifically.
But also very
Guys, don't leave. Don't leave. We need you.
Yeah, please.
It's totally
our sponsors are okay. All right, cut that for a second, Kyle. I'm gonna play one more song.
All right, fine.
Am I sharing? Okay, listen to this. Listen to this. Okay, not that song. Listen to this.
Europe.
It's
It
tough.
sounds familiar, but I don't know
It's
it.
tough because it's not like I don't know how to explain it without giving it away. It's not the main singer technically.
Doobie
It's someone
Brothers.
else I can sing, but it's not who you know them by technically.
The
This was
Who.
earlier. No, think of a band that had multiple singers that
I
had a
said
lot of
Doobie
hits.
Tower of Power.
No,
Got nothing.
I don't know.
Van Halen.
Bee Gees.
no, that had one singer.
They had 2.
That's a good. Well, at different times.
Sammy Hagar.
Oh! I got it. It was the. Yeah, darn it! You beat me.
Was it the
Never mind.
Eagles?
Oh, the Eagles. Oh, I was gonna go with the people who did. Oh shoot. Stevie Nicks' band.
Oh, Fleetwood Mac.
Oh,
Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, okay, that's a fair guess. Yeah, you're right. They did have multiple singers too. Okay, whatever, man. You guys gotta.
Game over,
Who
man.
did that one?
Game over, man.
Who
Which one?
is it? I still don't know.
It was
Gary
the
Sinise.
Eagles.
It was the Eagles? Okay.
Yeah, but Randy Meisner was singing
Man, when
the
I grew
first
up-
song.
When I grow up, I want to be in the Eagles.
Yeah, you still do. All right, play that music, Kyle. Play that funky music.
Wait,
And,
wait. This funky music.
Kyle or Nick, I guess I'll have to go second again.
All right, kick me out. I've already been out of this
Alright,
meeting.
I'm glad it doesn't sound like shit.
It won't be any different. I can't do anything, Kyle. You gotta kick him. All right. All right, we're playing some Fast Money right now. Favorite here on the Kmac Attack. Thank you for tuning in. If you've been doing so, we'll be live again Wednesday night, 9, 8 Central. And we are still. I'll talk about it at the end. Leave you in suspense. Okay, Kyle. Here we go. 5 questions and 30 seconds on the clock. You don't have that.
Yeah, I missed it. I was.
Oh
on the
my.
fade or whatever.
All right, let's restart the show.
Okay.
Kyle, name something that children hate to do.
Eat their vegetables.
Name something specific that you order when dining out because you rarely eat it at home.
Just bread, like the rolls.
Name something every sport fan does when he or she is caught by the camera on TV.
I don't know. What is sports?
That's time.
Okay. Or is this time bullshit? No, keep going. We never
Oh
timed
my
this.
gosh. Based on what you've seen in the comics or on TV, name a physical characteristic of a Martian.
Skinny body.
Okay, I hear this clicking. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can too. The audience can't hear it.
Just not sure. Okay, last question. Name a snack that's sold at sporting events.
Peanuts.
Okay. That's time.
The whatever you just did fixed our crackling issue. So.
Okay,
that.
name. Oh wait, where did I start? Okay, name something that children hate to do. You said eat vegetables. That was number 5 on the board. I'm gonna give you 6 points for that. You writing this down? No.
No.
Okay, I got it.
You
Name
were.
something specific you order to eat when you or dining out because, excuse me, you rarely eat it at home. Bread, you eat that at home. Like things like lobster or steak.
Okay. I couldn't think of anything, but like I was to justify like the rolls they give you at like an Italian restaurant.
You can buy those.
I
Name
mean,
something
you
every
can, but you usually don't have them at home. Okay,
fair
go.
enough. Name
Keep
something every sports fan does when he or she is caught by the TV camera. You had no idea.
Sports.
Sports.
Woo! Sports.
They might wave at the camera.
Oh, okay.
They might say, "Hi, Mom." They
Oh,
might
I for some reason in my
smile.
head it registered sports player, whatever.
Oh, okay. Sports
I was
fans
like, what do they do?
Very specific. Based on what you've seen in the comics or TV, name a physical characteristic of a Martian. Small body was number 6 on the board for 4 points. Okay, and
I'm doing
finally,
great this round. Woo!
name a snack that's sold at sporting events. You said, what'd you say?
Peanuts.
That was worth 17 points. That was number 3 on the board.
That's unfortunate.
Yikes. Well, hopefully Nick knows what's going on.
Yeah, he probably will.
There's all that music talk, man.
It really got
Razzled.
me. I forgot how to do sports.
All right, Nick. How do you think it went tonight?
I think it went probably pretty bad.
You are
right.
Okay, we'll see how you do, man. You got
Good thing
5
we have the
questions.
2 best players in this game.
Yeah, you
Right.
guys have had enough practice by now. And you could be walking away with 1,000 V-Bucks.
We're gonna hold that to you.
Courtesy
Epic
of
Games.
yourself.
Thanks to Epic Games, our sponsors.
Thanks for Epic Games for accepting my credit cards.
Yeah, you're welcome for paying for a free game.
Validating my transactions.
All right, here we go. 35 seconds on the clock. Because hydrating, always important. If there's anything we want to promote on the show, it's hydration.
And beer. Hoppy beer.
And hoppy beer. Name something that children hate to do.
Homework.
Name something specific that you order when dining out because you rarely eat it at home.
Steak. What?
Name something every sports
Never
fan
mind.
does when he or she is caught by the TV camera.
Wave.
Based on what you've seen in comics or on TV, name a physical characteristic of a Martian.
Green.
Name a snack that's sold at sporting events.
Cracker Jacks.
Okay,
I
time.
mean, peanuts and Cracker Jacks. You know, just
What is that song?
buy me some peanuts
that-
and Kit Kat bars. I don't know.
Oh, wait, I know that band. Keep going. Okay, name something children hate to do. This was more like
This was
really young, so like homework wasn't on the board.
It just said children.
God, you
Yeah.
idiot.
So like before they're in school, ideally, like going to bed, taking a bath,
like
brushing teeth.
babies, toddlers,
Pretty
cats.
I was thinking of my cat. Sorry.
Kyle said eat vegetables, which is correct.
I was
Or
gonna
which is
say
six.
that, but
So you got 0 there.
yeah, I don't feel shame in that one. That one I can take. I'm just like,
All
eh.
right. Well, your face on this next one said it all. Name something specific you order when dining out because you rarely eat it at home.
I don't understand this question.
So
Like,
when you don't
bread?
eat these things, that's funny because Kyle said that too.
I
You
said
eat
bread.
at home.
not a
fucking
loaf
rolls.
of bread.
The rolls, like the rolls you get for free, whatever. I don't
No,
know.
I'm saying like you don't generally eat steak a lot at home. Lobster.
I said
You know?
steak. I said steak.
Yes, you did say steak. That was number 2. That was.
Okay. So I did pretty well with my answer.
I'm just saying.
Your answer kind of sucked. You'd have the top one. Or sorry, it's number 2.
Was lobster number 1? I'm assuming.
Lobster was number 1. Shrimp cocktail, prime rib. Those are things that you.
I
don't
would have never
assume.
answered any of those. Shrimp cocktail? Who? This is an answer from the 80s.
Shrimp cocktails at like Kroger, like they're like 25 cents for a.
I know.
Dang, man. Learning new things today. Name something every sports fan does when he or she is caught by the TV camera. You did say waves, and that was the top answer. That was for 41 points. Kyle had nothing. He had no
I
idea.
literally couldn't think of anything. I thought he said player, not fan.
Score a
Hand sign-
touchdown.
Players do.
Yeah, hand sign number 1. They dance. Have you seen that video of that? Like, I don't know. He's probably like in middle school. that
Yeah,
kid
and
at the
he's
baseball
like,
game.
he holds up like a
No.
liberate Hong Kong.
No,
sign.
really? That's the thing.
Yeah, that is the thing.
We're gonna have to record that next show because there's a really funny video.
Oh,
Like,
you're trying to go deep, aren't you?
That was just I was unexpected political. You didn't expect that to happen.
that's what you can you can expect the unexpected.
Going political
especially from
next
Nick.
episode. Catch it
Yeah.
here on Wednesday.
Yeah, we're
Liberate Hong Kong.
also
Yeah.
gonna ask Kyle what a Bitcoin is.
We already did
talked
that.
about that.
We already talked about it.
And
He
my
still
knowledge
doesn't
has
know.
not increased.
I tried to explain how it works, but he didn't like it.
It's not that I didn't
Just
understand.
like
I
science.
didn't like it.
Yeah, just like most science. I don't
I-
like that.
I don't
So
like
reject
that.
it. I
Okay.
reject your reality and substitute,
Substitute
my
my
own.
own.
You're right.
Based on what you've seen in the comics or TV, name a physical characteristic of a Martian. A green body. That was the top answer on the board. 37 points.
I got a funny story about that Mythbusters joke. We'll come back
All right,
to
hold
it
on.
later.
Let's finish this game. Even though no one's curious. Okay, name a snack that's sold at sporting events. You said Cracker Jacks. Popcorn was the second answer on the board for 35 points.
Second. Why am I getting these bad sounds for second?
They're applauding the
I'm
bad
just doing
sound.
2 at once. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Here we go.
Okay, with a total of between. Let me double
Yes.
count. Let me double check.
Yeah, we totally lost. Okay, that's good.
Okay, final score is 168.
Woo!
So
Oh,
not the
man.
worst, but
Let me guess. I got
definitely
160 points.
You got whatever that minus 27 is.
Okay. You only got 27?
You got 27.
Oh my gosh.
Mega doo doo.
Yeah, it was
That's what he sounds
garbage.
Okay, yeah, so
Good
I
game.
did very well then.
Yeah.
Yeah, exceptionally well.
Mm.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you mentioned
Okay.
Bitcoin.
No,
No,
let's
no.
not, we're not going back into
reject your
Bitcoin. We're
reality
not
and
going back
Okay,
in.
quickly give us
Okay, so you know that YouTube channel that I keep recommending that no one watches, Red Letter Media? I was
Yeah.
watching one of their episodes that came out like a month ago, and they watch like old bad movies sometimes. And in one movie they were watching, like a person's like, I reject reality and substitute my own. And we're just, and they're like, wait, what? And they found out, like, yeah, it must be Adam Savage is the fan of this 1980s
Oh, so that's not
VHS
even his
movie.
thing.
Yeah,
He just
apparently.
popularized the quote. That's crazy.
Yeah, he just popularized this quote that this movie kind of is a cult classic for like old special effects people. So it kind of makes sense that like Adam
Yeah.
Savage would watch this movie. But like no, everyone attributes it to Mythbusters, which is really funny. It's in the title crawl for crying out
Yeah.
loud. So
Huh.
yeah, so it's really funny that like we kind of know where that came from now.
We don't. It's some 80s. You didn't.
Well,
really
okay, I
say.
could go back through Red Letter Media's videos.
Oh,
They
okay.
know which movie it is.
At
I
least
just
we
can't
know it's
remember it.
not from Mythbusters.
Yeah, surprisingly not from Mythbusters, even though that's where it was popularized.
Yeah. Every time you could expect it first thing.
The Dungeon Master.
Yeah, that's the movie. Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
Oh.
1988.
Bitcoin, Dungeon Master. So
Oh, wait,
much
no,
that we're
sorry,
learning about.
Different year. 84, whatever.
Yeah, it's 80s. That's what I was cheering about.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we got so much to talk about next show. We definitely going
Bitcoin.
to talk about fast
Got a lot on
food.
the backlog right now.
I will. Yeah, we are keeping you in the most suspense possible. I'm gonna understand Bitcoin by the next time I'm on here.
He won't. So
I will-
Spoiler
oh.
alert: he won't.
I won't. But I can pretend. And yeah, hopefully everyone will be here. Got an exciting cover lever edition for you. Got a game of a Fortnite quiz. I was excited to play with you guys, see what you guys know about it, because we are the official crew. And we'll see you again on
This
Wednesday.
official Fortnite
We were the
podcast.
first crew.
Girls Club, Girls Club, I said
This is
Girls
our
Club.
play-out music.
Girls
Yeah, we're
Club,
gonna
I
play
said
out
Girls
to,
Club.
Mark
Girls
Rebier.
Club, I
Check
said
him
Girls
out.
Club. Girls Club, I said Girls Club. Girls Club, I said Girls Club.
You don't like Mark Rebier?
I don't know
What's
why.
wrong with you?
This is only my experience.
Boys not allowed. Boys not allowed.
Alright.
Boys not allowed. Boys not allowed.
Take us out,
Get the
Kmac.
fuck out.
All right, we'll
boys.
see you
Boys
again
not
9
allowed.
Central here on the Kmac Attack. I got
I
the
wanna
music.
be in it.
No, you don't got the. No, we're playing this out.
I want to be
They
in that
won't know
girls
that we're
club.
ending.
Gotta be in that girl club.
What's happening?
Gotta be in that girl club.
All right, we'll see you again
Yeah,
Wednesday,
somebody
9
go
8
into the
Central here on the
motherfucking
Kmac
girls'
Attack. Watch live Facebook,
I
Twitch,
just wanna
YouTube,
do my hair.
Instagram. Follow us.
Hey, I just
Love it.
wanna do my
We'll see you then.
girl.